Okay, now in exercise 9.2, what is given? Classify the following into open or closed curve. Open, yes, it is the closed. It is open, it is closed, it is closed, it is open, and it is again closed. Okay. Now draw a rough diagram to illustrate the following. Simple curve. Which is the simple curve? Yes, you can draw it simple curve and simple closed curve. Okay, simple curve means it is the this one, and simple closed curve means it is the closed but simple one. Okay, so this is the simple curve and simple closed curve. State whether true or false. State whether true or false. Okay, then a polygon is made up of curved curves. It is the curved lines. It is the false because polygon is made up of only line segments. Then a circle is simple polygon. Simple circle is not a polygon because it is not made up of line segment. The meeting point of a pair of adjacent side of polygon is called the vertex. Yes, it is the true. Then a polygon is a closed figure. Draw any six-sided polygon and write the following each side. So you just have to draw the six sides. Means it is having the six side. Means it is the hexagon. Okay. If you are drawn six sides. Okay. Each side. Six-sided polygon means if you have to draw six hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here is the 6. Okay. Now in this way you have to draw the hexagon. After that, and write you can name it as A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay. Now each side. Which are each side? A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, and E, F, and F are the sides. Its vertices are A, B, C, D, E, F are the vertices, and its adjacent sides are, if we started from A, so A, B, A, F, B, B, A, C, E, C, B, C, and C, C, B, C, D, then D, D, E, D, C, and E, E, F, E, D, and F, F, A, F, E. Okay, these are the adjacent sides. Now, question 5. Draw if possible each one of the following with a rough diagram. A closed figure that is not a polygon. Yes, a closed figure but it is not a polygon. So you can draw any one. Yes, it is not a polygon but it is a closed figure. An open figure made up of entirely of line segment. Figure is open one but it is made up of line segments. You can draw like that. A polygon with two sides. It is possible to draw the polygon with two sides. So a polygon with two sides is, you have to write not possible, because if two sides are there, how it is possible to join them? Yes, so here you have to write not possible. Now see the next one is, yes, now what about the angles? We come across a number of objects each day having two arms joined together. These objects form an angle at the junction of their intersecting arms. Few examples are given here. The scissor. What is the laptop? What about this? Yes, if it is a chapati, house, clock. Yes, an angle is formed when two rays meet at a point. The rays are called the arms of the angle. The meeting point of the two rays is called the vertex. Consider a point O. If two rays are drawn from it, an angle is obtained. Okay. Now OX and OY are the arms of the angle O. See, OX and OY, these are the two rays. When the two rays are meeting at a point, then the angle is formed. So O is the vertex of the angle and the angle called XOY or YOX. Okay, or you can say as angle O. The magnitude or the measure of an angle is the amount of rotation of one arm in the relation to the other. The magnitude of angle is measured in degrees using a protractor. Yes, students, you know about the protractor? Is the half circle or D, you can say it is called as a protractor. Consider the figure given along a side. When there are many rays meeting at a point, many angles are formed. Just see here how many rays, 1, 2, 3, 4 rays are meeting at this point. So how many angles are formed? AOB, BOC, COD. Yes, and AOD, then AOC, BOD. So how many angles are formed? So many angles are formed when two or more rays are meeting at a point. Now see interior and exterior of an angle. Look at the following angle. Interior, what is the meaning of interior? Means inside, exterior means outside, and what about on the, yes, what about on the origin? Then ray XZ and YZ meet at a O to form an angle XYZ or YZX. There are infinite number of points between the rays XZ and YZ. These points are said to lie in the interior of the angle XYZ. All points that do not lie in the interior of an angle are said to be lie in the exterior of the angle. Consider the points in the given angle. Just see here, you can see BA are in the inside the angle, X and Y are on the outside, means on the exterior of the angle, and yes, which one is the Q, O, P and N are on the, yes, M is also inside. So Q, O, P, N are on the, lie on the angle. Then adjacent angle. Two angles are adjacent when they have a common side and a common vertex and they do not overlap. See here, ABC and CBD are the, yes, ABC is adjacent to CBD because in both one common arm is there and it is the one common vertex also. Then adjacent angle must not overlap. Angles A and B are not adjacent because they overlap. Just see here, A and B are overlapping because here is a half and here is the whole one. Therefore, it is not the adjacent angle. Okay. Now see in the given diagram, name the points. Interior. Interior means which are the inside, and exterior means which are the outside. That is only C. DOE. DOE. Which are the interior of DOE? That is A and A only. Okay. And exterior of EOF. EOF. Exterior point is the C. Okay. When you are considering EOF, this is the exterior point, means C, A and D. C, A and D are in the exterior. Okay. On EOF. EOF. On angle EOF, that is B only. B, E, O and F. Yes. On the angle EOF is E, O, B and F. Okay students, have you understood? Now, what are the angles? Started from ABC, BCD, CDA and DAB. Okay. Now see, after the angle, the next topic is triangle. You know that an angle is made up of two arms. You now know that an angle is made up of two arms. When a third line joins these two arms, it forms a closed plane figure having three sides. The figure thus formed is called a triangle. In the other words, a plane figure formed by three non-parallel lines is called a triangle. Yes. What is the triangle? When a three non-parallel, you can see the three lines are non-parallel to each other, then they form a plane figure and it is called as the triangle. In the triangle again, there are the 1, 2, 3 vertices. Yes, the points inside the closed figure are called the interior and which are on the outside are called the exterior points. Okay. Now what about the quadrilaters? Quadrilaters means it is having the closed figure with three sides or more than three sides. Quadrilateral is a figure with four sides and four vertices. Okay. Quadrilateral means this is having the four sides and four vertices. The prefix quad means four and lateral is derived from the Latin word side. So the quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon. Look at the following quadrilateral ABCD. So which are the vertices? A, B, C and D. What are the sides? A, B, C, C, D and D, A. And two diagonals are AC and BD. Okay. Now naming a quadrilateral. Capital letter assigned to its vertices. Select any to start with the move in a clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. So anyway you can write the name started from one side in a clockwise or from a anti-clockwise. You can give the name to the quadrilaterals. The interior or exterior of quadrilateral, again the same thing. Interior means the points which are on the inside and the point which are on the outside are exterior of the quadrilateral. Then what about the circle? A circle is a plane curve consisting of all points that have the same distance from a fixed point called the center. Means what about the center? Center means from this point each distance is having the same. Okay. Parts of the circle. Which are the parts you already know? What about the radius? Radius means started from 0 and ended at the Yes, on the boundary. The radius of the circle is the line segment drawn from the center to the boundary line. The plural of the word radius is radii. Diameter. The diameter is the line segment joining a pair of points on the circle and passing through the center. It is twice the length of the radius. What about the circumference? Circumference. The circumference of a circle is the boundary line or the perimeter of the circle. Okay. So what is the circumference? Circumference means it is the boundary line. Okay. Or it is, you can say, the perimeter of the circle. Now see, what about the chord? A line segment whose endpoint lie on the circle is called the chord of the circle. Since the endpoint of the diameter also lie on the circle, the diameter is also a chord. And it is the remember thing, that is diameter of a circle is its longest chord. So which is the longest chord of the circle is diameter, because it is the longest chord. Semicircle. A diameter divides the circle into the two equal parts and each part is called the semicircle. Okay, so what about the semicircle? So because of this diameter, the circle is divided into the two equal parts. Then each part is called the semicircle. Arc. A part of the circumference of a circle is called an arc of the circle. It is usually expressed with 3 points. Okay. So what about the arc? The minimum 3 points when are getting joined, then these are called the arc. If the arc of the circle is less than a semicircle, then it is called as the minor arc. And if the arc of the circle is greater than a semicircle, then it is called a major arc. Now segment of a circle. A segment is a part of a circle which is enclosed by a chord and an arc of the circle. A chord of a circle divides the circle into two segments. Okay. The segment which is formed by a minor arc and its corresponding chord is called the minor segment. And this segment does not contain the center of the circle. Okay. Just because of this minor arc, it is divided as because of this minor segment. Okay. Because of this chord, this divided into the two parts. But you can see this does not contain the center point. Then what about the sector of the circle? The part of the circle enclosed by an arc and a pair of radii which join the end points of the arc to the center of the circle is called the sector of the circle. Means in the sector of the circle, two radii are at the boundary. Okay, and here is the only one point at the center. Means a part of circle enclosed by an arc and a pair of radii. Yes, you can see here are the two radii at the boundary. Join the endpoint of the arc to the center of the circle is called the sector of the circle. The sector formed by minor arc is called the minor sector and the sector formed by the major arc is called the major sector. Then some examples are given there. See the 11th one. In the quadrilateral PQRS, name the following 4 sides which are P, S, S, R, R, Q, Q, P. Any you can say. Okay. 4 angles S, R, Q and P. Then pairs of diagonals only 2 SQ and PR. 4 pairs of adjacent sides, that is SR, SP, RQ, RS, QP, QR and PS, PQ. Okay. Then 2 points in the interior of the quadrilateral. Which are the points on the interior? That is H and J. And which are on the exterior? Exterior are F and G. Okay. Now points on the quadrilaterals are S, K, R, Q, L, P. Okay. Now from the given figure, identify the center. Which is the center? O. 3 radii are OA, OB and OC. 2 points in the interior are P and, which one is the interior? P and O. Yes. Then diameter is AC. Then 2 chords are D and AC. Yes. AC is again the chord because diameter is again the chord. A segment. Which is the segment? That is D is the segment. Okay, here is a point and here is again the point. Now see 9.3. State whether the following statement are true or false. The diameter is the half size of the radius. It is the false. It is the double of radius. The circumference is the perimeter of the circle. True. The segment is the area contained between the two radii and the arc. Wrong. It is the false again. Then a chord connect two ends on the circumference. True. A diameter divides the circle into two unequal. No. It is again the false. Then a circle requires a radius to draw. Yes, it is true, because if no radii, no circle. All circles have the same radius. False. Here the true. Okay. The point of intersection of diameter is called the center. Yes. The point of intersection of diameter is called the center. Yes, it is the true. Okay. A circle can have only one radius. No, it is having infinite of radius, means it is again false. Okay. So the remaining one you have to do by your own, because you have an idea what about the circle, what about the diameter. In the given diagram, which of the following pairs of angles are not adjacent? Which are the not adjacent? Here just see, it is AB. AB is adjacent. Then BC. BC is again adjacent. BD. BD is not adjacent. Then CD. Okay, so it is not adjacent. Which one? C. Name the angle formed in the figure. Also write the vertex and the arm. What are the C? What are the name the angle formed in the given figure. So first you have to write the vertex. Which are the vertex? A, O, C, and B. Okay, these are the vertex. Then okay, if the O is the vertex, what you have to do? If O is the vertex, angle is AOB. Again, if O is the vertex, angle BOC. Okay, now arm. If the AOB is angle, then arms are OA and OB. If the BOC is angle, then arms are OB and OC and OB. Okay, now name the points which are interior ABC. ABC interior points are PHF and exterior are RE. And then on ABC, ABCDQG. Okay. Name the vertex and arm of the following angles. Says you can write the vertex, which are the ABCR vertex, and what are the arms? BA and BC. Okay. Sixth one. Name all possible parts in given circle with the center O. How many parts are there? Yes, this is the radius, this is the diameter, this is the chord, this is the arc, minor arc, this is the major arc. Okay. This is the semicircle and this is also the semicircle. Mark minor segment and major segment in the given circle with center P. So it is the segment. Okay. So it is the minor segment and it is the major segment. Three triangles in the figure. Write the name of the 7 angles. Which are the 7 angles are there? BAC. Yes, you know which are the BAC, BAD. BAC, BAD. Then DAC, DAB. Then CDA, CAD. Then BDA, BAD. Okay. Now, in the ninth one, you have to do which are the interior, which are the exterior, and which are on the boundary. Now, what about the 10? In quadrilateral PQRS, names the following. 4 pair of adjacent sides. You know what are the adjacent sides? You just have to write the pair. SR, SP, RQ, RS, QP, QR, and PS, PR. Okay. 2 pairs of opposite sides. Which are the opposite sides? PQ and SR, PS and QR. Then B. Yes, I have done 2 pairs of opposite sides. Okay. These are the opposite sides. Now see the 11th one. In the adjoining figure, ABCD is a quadrilateral. How many pairs of adjacent sides are here? Okay, you have to do by your own. How to know? You know how to do. Okay. Now see the 12th one. How many angles are formed in the figure A? How many angles? 1, 2, and 3. In figure B, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in figure C, 1, 2, 3 and 4 angles are there. Okay. Now you have to write the name. So students, here we have finished the lesson number 9, that is Basic geometrical ideas today. Okay, so are you understood? What about the point, ray, line, plane, line segment, then after that parallel lines, congruent lines? Yes. What about the closed figure, open figure? What about the polygons, angles, quadrilaterals, triangles, circles? What about the segment of circle? Yes, I hope all the points in the lesson number you will understood very well. Thank you so much for attending the class. We are meeting in the next class. Thank you so much, students.